Have joining us the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of Delta Special Economic Zone, Dr. Godwin. Dr. Godwin Akpovie is joining us virtually from Asaba. Dr. Akpovie, good morning. Welcome to the program.
Leading in, it's nice seeing you again.
Same here, sir. So, good. So the conversation around economic zones have picked up. Last week we did see the is it creation of a body that is supposed to look into agro-processing zones. But one will ask, how impactful have special economic zones been to Nigerian economy so far?
Yeah. I want to limit myself to Delta State, maybe because of our discussion to go to Nigeria. Special economic zones in Delta is a strategic economic diversification initiative for Delta State. Delta State put it together to make sure that we leave this idea of resource-dependent economy to a value hard chain economy, especially industrial chain economy. To create a private environment, an environment for private sector to develop industrialization. Delta State believe, the state governor believe it's time for Delta to position ourselves as a preferred destination for industrialization in Nigeria. Looking at all our natural resources, Delta State is so blessed that most of our natural resources are not, for years, left on tap. Most of our...
Apologies to interrupt you, but I mean, since you're so proud of Delta State, one might ask, what's the production capacity of your zone? What have you done in the last 1 year? What can you boast of from the Delta Economic Zone?
Okay, in the last 1 year, our special economic zone have been able to attract investors. We have been able to attract 2 modular refineries that are going to create about 5,000 jobs, direct job and indirect job. We have been able to create petrochemical company. We have been able to attract fertilizer factory. We have been able to attract a company coming up with pharmaceutical. You know, our zone is so rich in gas. Kwale as Kwale Free Trade Zone is the host for OB3. Today, as of today, we have 215 trillion probe natural gas reserve in Nigeria. Out of that 215 trillion, 80 trillion is Delta State. And the economic zone, the 2 economic zone is having about 15 trillion. So that serves as a natural resources, natural raw material for any factory. And if you are talking of fertilizer, petrochemical, refinery, pharmaceutical, the raw material, gas constitutes between 30 to 80% of the raw material. So, and here we have in our zone, the raw material there. You don't need to tap, you don't need to lay pipe, you don't need to spend money. You save so much money being in the zone. So the investors are beginning to see this and they are coming here. In the last 1 year, we'll be able to get 14 of them who are on ground, who are setting up at their various stage of development, from deforestation to building up infrastructure. We have done a bit well. The governor is not allowing us to rest.
I can imagine, Dr. Akpovie, how proud you would be to your investors coming to your summit. We've been seeing that you're advertising your summit, which starts next week. So I know that your shoulders will be very high when you are talking at that at your summit. But we want it to result in money that will affect the lives of the people in the states.
Yes, you see, we tell people we are not just developing free trade zone. We are developing industrial ecosystem. We are not developing just a free trade zone. Delta State is harnessing our natural resources, converting it to wealth and industrialization. We are creating wealth. We are transferring skill. We are making sure that this idea of waiting for allocation becomes second, if not third, of our source of income. We are looking at creating generational industry. These wealth are there, but Delta State, the governor is not looking at using the wealth for immediate generation. We are looking at developing it, transforming it to generational. So that in 10, 20, 30 years, we have something on ground. And the only way we can do that is to establish industry, is to get our resources converted to wealth, converted to industrialization. And we mean to do this in
And
Delta State.
also
And
deal
that
with
is
infrastructure too, because I mean, if you don't have the roads, the means of transportation, security, then investors can come and appreciate all the potentials and raw materials, but they certainly will not wait.
well, we are very proud to say Delta State is one of the most secure states in Nigeria. It's one of the most secure states. We don't witness kidnapping. We don't witness kidnapping. All the community, especially host community, knows what we stand to gain. Gone are the days that companies and industrial comes around, the industrialization side comes around, and the host community are dancing. The state government put a law in place. They now know we are taking time to educate the community to say, look, collecting 1 million, 100 million, and you spend it is far, far, far your own disadvantage to having industry put on ground that will be there creating jobs, transferring skill, transferring technology from 10, 20, 30, years, 40 years. And the community are very happy with that. So our community is secured, the state is secured, and the community are cooperating. The community are eagerly looking forward to these industries coming up. I mean, I just told you in the last 1 year, we have 14 industries. This
Okay.
our CV, and those industries, the CEO, MDs are going out to tell people that please, we have a free trade zone that you enjoy the intensive, such as import duty free, repatriation of your fund, repatriation of your capital, your dividend. We are not subject to quota system when it comes to expatriate visas, permit, and all that.
Okay.
Because you are in
All
a
right.
free trade, yes.
All right, Dr. Godwin Akpovie, Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of Delta Special Economic Zone. We hear your boasts, and we will follow up to ensure that those sustained infrastructure and investment that you boast about there, they will actually stay there in Delta State. But thank you so much for your time on the
You
program.
promised the other time. You promised the other time to visit Delta,
You did not
and we are
invite me
waiting to
well.
see
You
you.
did not invite me well, Dr.
I'm
Akpovie.
now throwing a public
A
invitation to
public
you now. Please
invitation?
come.
Okay, all
Please
right.
come. Come with your team. Don't come alone. Come with your team and
Okay,
see what
so
is
that
going on
we'll
in Delta,
capture it.
especially in our free trade
Okay,
zone.
all right. I'll hold you on that promise. Thank you so much, Dr.
Thank you.
Akpovie.